right? This is Psalms 115 and 12. The Most High hath been mindful of us. He will bless us. He will bless the house of Israel. He will bless the house of Aaron. All right. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honor to the apostles of GMS, and also want to say salutations to the elect. I'm Zahab GMS Mississippi Camp, and there was Psalms 115 and 12, and it was basically a scripture. Well, I read it again. Psalms 115 and 12. The Most High have been mindful of us. He will bless us. He will bless the house of Israel. So basically, the scripture is basically saying He's going to bless the house of Israel. But what I wanted to put emphasis on was the fact that He called Israel the house of Israel. All right, because in the eyes of the Most High, our nation is like unto a house, in which Apostle Gabar did a lesson on this, dealing with the current house of Israel, you know, the body. All right. And I'm just going to go into basically government and as far as maintenance. How do you maintain a house? All right, because there was a few videos on YouTube that's basically in circulation showing, you know, a woman that got some man murdered. Then she was in Guatemala and they burnt her alive, and they burnt, you know, homosexuals and all that. They burnt them in public. But that was actually a righteous act according to the scriptures. All right, because basically, like I said, in order to housekeep or keep a house, you have to have a maintenance system, which maintenance is a very lucrative business. It's a pretty good service. Like if someone were to start a maintenance business or a cleaning business, they would probably do pretty good, man. Because every corporate business, every business that you see has to have a system of cleaning. But to, you know, put everything into context of this lesson, all right, our house needs maintenance, man. The whole nation has to have maintenance. That's how you sustain a civilization, man. All right. So in order to maintain a civilization, you have to purge the garbage out of that house, or purge the wickedness, the evil out of their house. Because if you don't do it, that wickedness is going to accumulate the same way trash and garbage is going to accumulate in your house. And it's going to be like into house hoarders. And what's going to happen is that civilization or that nation is not going to be inhabitable. All right. It's going to be too much degeneracy. The first time that a nation has been conquered, it has no structure, no government, is degeneracy, man. All right. And the very same thing that the Most High tells us to purge out of our nation, it just so happens to be what is dominating our nation right now, and it's degeneracy, man. All right. But from there, I'm just going to get some scriptures proving, giving examples of house cleaning. All right. It's all about house cleaning. See, the Most High, the elect are basically princes, man. They're kings. And this is king talk right here. To somebody that's a common person or a simple person, they will be greatly offended about the scriptures that I'm about to bring out, and how they are an example of righteousness, man. All right. This is Deuteronomy 21 and 18. It says, if a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother. He has a son. He might be, you know, disobedient, but, you know, he might be pretty big. Like he's hard to handle, like a hard-headed Jake, man. All right. If a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastised him, will not hearken unto them, yeah, he won't bend, man. All right. Then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out unto the elders of his city and unto the gate of his place. They shall say unto the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He's a glutton and a drunkard. So what's a glutton and a drunkard? Somebody that's always eating and drinking. So basically, if you kind of rewind to how we sustained our society back in the ancient world, every man had to put his work in, man. Had to get his hands dirty, man. You know, he had to go out there and be productive, man. You know, as far as farming, agriculture, and whatever it may have been. But this particular scripture is describing how you have basically a nigger that's not productive. And he's a liability to our nation because he's eating and drinking. He's basically a leech. He's a leech. That's what this is. He's a leech. All right. He's not productive, but yet he's living off someone else's production, man, which makes him a leech. So what's the protocol for this leech in our nation, man? Which is basically very dominant in our nation right now. All right. It says, verse 20, and they shall say unto the elders of the city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a drunkard. And all the men of his city shall stone him with stones. The same way you're seeing homosexuals over there overseas getting stoned or burnt alive. All right. Whether it's over there on the islands or over there in Africa, man, they get burnt alive, man. And that's righteous. All right. All right. And they shall, verse 21, and all the men of his city shall stone him with stones that he die. So shalt thou put away evil from among you. House cleaning. That's called taking out the garbage. That's called taking out the garbage, man. Because what happens if they don't have? What happens if they don't kill him, man? He's still horny. He's still a man. He still has testosterone. He's gonna go and impregnate some woman. All right. He's not gonna take care of that woman. All right. He's not gonna be productive. So how's he gonna provide for his seed, man? And then okay, if he's not providing for his seed, he's gonna abandon a woman. Then what is she gonna do? It's gonna be some wicked ripple effect. She's probably gonna resort to prostitution. All right. You see how, and she's gonna have a seed, and he's not gonna have a father to discipline him. So he's gonna go out and be a wicked nigga, and it's gonna be like a cancer, and this is gonna spread throughout our nation, man. So what the style we had in the ancient world was, we got the cancer at its beginning phase, man. All right. And all the men of his city shall stone him with the stones that he die. So shalt thou put evil away from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear. All right, and that's the protocol for dealing with the lazy, unproductive Jake, man. All right. Here's another example of putting away evil from Israel. This is Deuteronomy 23:17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel, man. So there you go, man. We're not supposed to have faggots in our nation or whores, but the first sign that a nation is conquered is degeneracy. Those are everything I just named, the nigger, the hoe, and the faggot. Those are three signs that nation has been conquered. Because there's no governing body in that nation. There's no structure implemented in that nation. There's no maintenance in that nation. There's no cleaning service. You see? The degenerates are basically trash in a nation that have been taken out. So the Most High gonna use his ultimate cleaning service, which is martial law, and that's basically taking out the trash of our nation, man. And it's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. And like I said, the first sign that a nation has been conquered is degeneracy. So if you go to any country and all you see is prostitutes, all right, prostitutes, a lot of violence. Usually where there's a lot of prostitution, there's a lot of violence because the economy has failed. But see, the word economy, eco, means house, or oikos, goes back to, I think, oikos, right? And onos, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, goes back to manage. No me. Okay? I'm sorry. Oikos goes back to house, and no me my, I think that's how you pronounce it, goes back to manage. So how do you manage the house? By implementing the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Haushai. So alright. This is St. John chapter 18, verse 31. It says, Then said Pilate unto them, Take ye him and judge him according to your law. The Jews therefore said unto him, It is not lawful for us to put any man to death. But what I wanted to put emphasis on was the Jews basically turned Yahushua to Pontius Pilate. Pontius Pilate said, Look, y'all judge him according to y'all law. So what does that tell you? Even under the dominion of the Romans, they still allowed us to keep our government within our house. All right? That's government. That's government, man. All right, so now we don't have our government. We've been conquered and defeated, and this is devastation. We've been conquered and defeated as a nation, and the first signs that a nation has been devastated or conquered or defeated is prostitution, niggers, unproductive niggers, and the homosexuals, man. Those are like three, but the two main signs is prostitution and niggas. So you go in any hood in America, it's basically little 13, 14-year-old girls in packs, half naked, looking out in your car, like, yeah, like, who was that? Because they have no dad. They took the power source out. Same thing with a nigga. He has no dad or no dad, active dad in his life. So that's the result. And the Esau systematically took the dominance out of our nation. Now we have no maintenance. It just trashed all in our nation, man. All right. From there, I'm going to get Isaiah 3 and 12. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. For Jerusalem is ruined and Judah is fallen. So what's the sign? Like I said, I'm going to keep repeating it. What's the sign that Jerusalem is ruined? We have no structure, no government within our house, man. Nobody's there to clean it up, man. All right. But guess what? The Most High is gonna he's gonna send a maintenance service to the house of Israel, man. All right. He's gonna send a cleaning service to the whole house, man. 2/3, man. The 2/3 are basically trashing our nation. Okay. But you know, here's Isaiah 65 and 11. But ye are they that forsake the Most High, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for their troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto their number. Yeah, the troop gonna feed on y'all, man. They're gonna feast on y'all, man. And that's gonna be a beautiful thing because we're putting away evil in our nation, which is gonna ultimately end in thermonuclear destruction, man. But the 1/3, the elect, gonna be delivered, man. This is gonna be ultimate house cleaning for the elect. Like I said, the word maintenance goes back to maintain, and the way you maintain a society is by purging the wickedness, the degeneracy from the society, man. And the proof that we have been conquered as a nation, we have no maintenance within our nation, no government, no structure. The degenerates basically saturates our nation, man. But you know, with that, I'm going to draw this lesson to a closing. I hope brothers were edified. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.